Hello there, let's take a look at the weather forecast for Europe over the next coming days. And at the moment, we've got an area of low pressure that's bringing some rain, some strong winds across the British Isles into northern France and northern Portugal. And that's going to spread its way steadily eastwards. As it does so, it'll lose some of its identity and become quite showery in nature. So it's a messy picture with outbreaks of rain and snow to higher ground across the Alps, moving their way steadily east. A little bit of fair weather cloud through parts of Turkey and Greece, but it's largely fine and dry, and with the sunshine coming through, temperatures mid to high teens. So some showers through northern Italy, snow across the Alps, rain through the south of France, improving picture across Spain, but still quite showery and a little cooler across western France and the Low Countries. Some significant snow continues across Norway, 2 to 4 inches once again as likely here. Now, as we move through Tuesday, everything is moving from west to east, so it will be a spell of a brief drier interlude before the next area of low pressure moves in, bringing some rain with it as well. But the Mediterranean is largely quiet. Now, over the next few days, it will get a little milder up into the far north and west, but there's still the risk of some showers around Madrid and Rome, dry, settled and sunny. And there's snow forecast for Moscow from Thursday onwards as temperatures hover close to freezing. Hello there. It's all about high pressure across North America at the moment, keeping things relatively quiet, but there are some subtle changes starting to develop as we head through the week. Now, we've got a trailing cold front just easing away from Florida. That's still going to produce some showers across the Caribbean, but as you can see, as it eases away, we'll have more sunshine along that east coast. Large areas of high pressure keeping things relatively fine and quiet, but yes, there's a weather front that's pushing in from the Pacific Northwest. That's going to bring some rain and some snow to higher ground through British Columbia and parts of Oregon as well. So let's take a look at that in a little bit more detail. It moves through at quite a pace, accompanied by a stiff northwesterly breeze at times, so the temperature's a little bit more subdued. So some snow to higher ground, rain through Vancouver and down into Oregon and northern Florida. South of that, it's fine, settled and sunny, not as hot as it has been in Los Angeles, but still temperatures likely to peak into the high 70s. That front moves through quite quickly though, further north, drier from Tuesday onwards. Now, across the eastern seaboard, still a legacy of cloud from time to time, but a drier, brighter story on Monday. Northwesterly wind, though, so a cool source behind that cold front. Temperatures a little bit more subdued. Plenty of sunshine all the way down from Tennessee into Florida. So, as you can see, those temperatures are struggling a little in New York, but at least it's going to be accompanied by lots of blue sky and sunshine. Hello there. Let's take a look at what to expect with the weather then across much of South Asia over the next few days. And pleased to report it's going to be pretty quiet. Weather warnings were issued on Sunday for some pretty intense showers across southern India and parts of Sri Lanka. But as we go through the days ahead, that shower risk decreases somewhat. So by Monday, there'll be fewer showers around. Still the risk of 1 or 2 into Sri Lanka, but elsewhere, there's a lot of dry, settled and sunny weather. Pretty much to be expected really at this time of year. In fact, the story for the colder, more unsettled weather is going to be further north. Some fair weather cloud across parts of Afghanistan, some snow showers to higher ground here. And then as we move into Kazakhstan, it's set to turn increasingly cold and wintry over the next few days. Let's push back though into Pakistan and interior, peaking perhaps into the low 30s by the middle of Monday afternoon. There's that risk of a few sharp showers into Sri Lanka, but not as extensive as they have been just recently. And the city forecast shows a good deal of quiet weather over the next 5 days. Dry, settled and sunny conditions are set to continue. But just take a look at what's happening in Kazakhstan. The temperature is really struggling. Yes, there will be some snow around on Tuesday and just a top temperature of -12 Celsius. Hello there. It's a drier, sunny story for New Zealand coming up over the next few days. That will certainly come as welcome news. Before that, let's start off with a satellite picture across Asia, picking up the shower cloud through Indonesia. But the story really in recent days has been the cold weather that's sitting across northern China. We had snow, which caused some disruption for the Winter Olympics in Beijing. And although the risk of snow eases as we go through Monday, it's still going to be cold. 0 degrees in Beijing city itself, but to higher ground across the mountains, temperatures perhaps sitting at around -17 Celsius. Now, we will continue to see some heavy rain moving out of southern Japan. That's going to impact parts of Vietnam and Thailand as well. Some of that really quite intense at times. Here's the city forecast over the next few days. You can see that quieter weather story in Beijing, although the temperatures are set to struggle with the risk of more snow to come as we move towards next weekend. Into Australia now, we've got 1 or 2 sharp showers, particularly across that Queensland coastline as we go through Tuesday, quieter through parts of New South Wales and Victoria, and certainly a quieter story across New Zealand after recent heavy rain bombarding the North Island and the north of the South Island with severe gale force gusts of winds. Tuesday will be dry, settled and sunny, just a few showers perhaps down to the south. It stays relatively quiet for Wellington until the weekend as well. Hello there. A forecast for Mexico, Central America and the Caribbean all coming up shortly. But first of all, let's start off in South America. Not much change with the weather pattern at the moment. We've still got some pretty heavy showers and weather warnings have been released on Sunday for western Brazil. Potential here for some localised flooding. We're seeing some very heavy rain here. Further south of that, we've got some warmth across northern Chile. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's take a look at these showers in a little more detail. So really from parts of Venezuela, Colombia, over into western Brazil, the brighter yellows and greens denoting the intensity of that rainfall. Sharper showers as well across south and east Brazil too. Now, Argentina, fine and quiet. Northern and central Chile, above average temperatures for the time of year. A little bit of showery rain into southern Chile. It looks likely that we will keep that dry, settled weather for Chile and for Argentina as well. And the shower risk in Rio de Janeiro eases too. The tail end of a weather front still producing some sharp showers is moving its way through Costa Rica and Panama and also through the Caribbean as well. But the showers should be lighter in nature here as they move through Cuba, and anywhere east of that will be largely fine and dry. And in fact, the city forecast shows a good deal of fine weather to look out for over the next few days. Just the risk of a few sharp showers in Cuba on Wednesday. Hello then, forecast for the Middle East coming up shortly, but first of all, let's start off in Africa. If we take a look at the satellite picture, not that much in the way of weather action to the north, although temperatures a little bit down on where they should be for the time of year. Some pretty intense shower cloud across Malawi into Mozambique, and also another storm system just lying off the east coast of Madagascar. That could impact over the next couple of days. And some sharp showers heading through South Africa at the moment. They will ease away. And it's an improving weather story here. Cape Town still seeing temperatures, though, peaking at 34 degrees by Monday afternoon. Let's take a look at the city forecast in a little more detail. Here's the blue sky and sunshine across Cape Town with those temperatures fairly consistent around the 30 mark. Elsewhere, we'll see a good deal of dry weather as well, but we keep the risk of some pretty intense showers through Lusaka over the next few days, as to be expected, really, at this time of year. Now let's take a look at the Middle East. A little bit of fair weather cloud, as you can see quite clearly, just coming in off the Levant. 1 or 2 isolated showers from that. Temperatures recovering just a touch. They were down at around 18, 19 degrees in Riyadh over the last couple of days. And that's because we've had quite a strong shamal. Still there, but lighter in nature, I suspect, as we go into Monday. And that should ease up. So there is a risk of some poor visibility, but not quite as widespread the last couple of days. This is the city forecast as well. Good deal of fine, dry weather to look out for.